Where we lock and load. Where we lock and load. Allen Pants. It's the Allen Pants Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pants Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pants Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pants Show. Where we lock and load. Welcome to another edition of the Allen Powell Show. Got a lock and loaded show for you today. Got a special guest in the building. Mr. Bryson Jenkins is in the building. Thank you for coming on, my brother.
Appreciate you for having me, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, we got to discuss the league, your career, and all of that stuff coming up. But I want to start with some NBA talk because NBA free agency is going crazy. Yep. You as a hooper, I got to find out your opinion on a lot of stuff. So the latest is DeAndre Ayton to the Lakers. Yep. They was looking for a center. They was trying to get a center last year. The deal got nixed. So yep. DeAndre, former number 1 overall pick. What's your thoughts about this move from the jump?
I like it. They weren't like utilizing Jackson Hayes, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the way that they were supposed to. So I feel like this is a nice like season big for them. I don't know if he'll really like move the needle for him, but right. I like the move though. I like the move.
I like it, but when I look at DeAndre Ayton, for me, it's no dog in him. Like he got all the talent in the world. But my question is LeBron gonna bring it out of him? Is JJ Redick gonna bring it out of him? Because he's not a go-getter.
For sure.
He's not gonna go in the paint and demand the ball. Like he ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then another thing too, like you said, he don't have that dog. And then I feel like the Lakers are really kind of like lacking a lot of defense too, because he don't got that dog. LeBron's getting old. Luka, Austin Reeves, like you know what I'm saying. I feel like they kind of lacking some defense. So
yes. I think it's probably the best that they could do though. If you look at overall the centers that was available, this was probably the best thing that could do. What you think?
I think so. I think so too. I think so. It was either him, Miles Turner. He's not really like a big, but he's like a four for real. But I think that was the best that they could do for like a real traditional big.
Yeah. Everyone that's checking in on Facebook and YouTube, y'all share the live. Y'all people can see it. We gonna see the comments, post the comments, talk about the comments. We got Go James King and them checking in. Peace and blessings. Najee the Chosen One checking in on YouTube. Appreciate all y'all checking in. Make sure y'all share the live. DeAndre Ayton to the Lakers. I guess it's a new big three. I mean, I don't know. Is he gonna be the third? Is he gonna be the third option now? What you think?
I guess so. Yep.
Bron. I mean, I guess they still got Austin Reeves, but I think he's the big three. But I mean, it's a good addition. It don't hurt nothing.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
Last year he averaged 14 and 10 with the Trailblazers. When he was with Phoenix, he averaged 16 and 10. But he only played 40 games. He was a little injury prone last year as well.
Okay. Yep.
So I think everything is going to depend on health as well. Health and if anybody can bring that dog out of him.
I think so too. And then LeBron, he had his little, I believe, the MCL injury as well. So for them to you know what I'm saying, contend, like you said, health is going to play a big part for sure.
Hey, John Wick on YouTube said they needed a center, but this punk ain't it? He said he's too soft. Is DeAndre Ayton soft for your opinion?
I don't want to say he's soft. Because 14 and 10, that I feel like that's pretty good. But he definitely, like you said, he just need that dog. Like it's a difference between like having that dog and like being able to hoop. Like you know what I'm saying? He could hoop for sure, but he just needs that dog.
Go James Kingdom says Lakers are tripping. Lewis Shine checking in says I like the move.
Lewis Shine, my
guy.
He's
in the building. Yes. So some people like it, some people don't. But you got to look at the options that was out there, and so I think they did the best that they can do. And I think it's a good move. With this move, looking at the Lakers in totality, if you look at the Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves, and now DeAndre Ayton. And they might not even be done. But with that team currently constructed, where do you put them at now?
I give them a top 17, top 7, maybe
Top
6 or
7.
7, 6 or
Okay.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, the West is tough, man. It
It
was a
is. It
gauntlet. The
is.
West is
It
tough.
is. Yeah.
And everybody's getting better. I mean, a couple of teams I think fell back. Memphis is going to fall back.
Yeah.
They're going to fall back, but the West is definitely a gauntlet.
I really like what Denver just did. They made some moves.
Yes.
Who else was it? Denver.
Yes.
Dang, I'm liking the Pelicans a little bit too. I like the Pelicans a little bit.
Pelicans. That's a shocker to hear that. That's definitely a shocker to hear that because I didn't understand, and maybe you can explain this to me. And this was actually part of the topics was the other moves that was made. Mm-hmm. They got rid of C.J. McCollum to bring in Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I think Jordan Poole is probably a little younger, but CJ was like one of the more consistent guys that was on that team. Jordan Poole is not consistent to me. So what makes you like that move?
I think that's you just said it right there. I think like that was the whole gist of their moves. Like they just want to go younger. You know what I'm saying? They just drafted Jeremiah Fears and things like that. If Zion could stay healthy, he's still pretty young, but if he could stay healthy, that's a good move. So yeah, I just feel like that they was trying to, you know what I'm saying, go younger.
Okay. You got the GM hat on. So you understand. You got the GM hat on. The other big move today was Mike Brown to the Knicks.
Okay.
This was a shocker to me. Yeah. I did not see this coming. That's another move to me. Yeah. Don't make sense at all. For me, like I thought Mike Malone was the clear-cut favorite to get this job. Like if you're gonna fire Tibbs, to me, this don't move the needle. Mike Brown to me is not a far better coach than Tom Thibodeau. So for me, if it wasn't Mike Malone, it seems like New York Knicks didn't have a plan. They fired a guy that's been more successful for you than in a long time. You got rid of him, and then it seemed like you had a plan. What was your thoughts about the Knicks situation and Mike Brown?
So this is my first time really hearing about Mike Brown going over there. I actually like Mike Brown, but like you said, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about this move because I actually like Tom Thibodeau, but the way he coached was definitely like out of style. Like just playing 7 people, like they got ran out the gym for that. Like he definitely has to, you know what I'm saying, update the way he coaches. But I really messed with Tom Thibodeau though. I messed with him.
And like he had a bad reputation, like his ceiling is only a certain you only can go a certain length in the playoffs. Like you can't get past this much because this is just who you are. You can't get past the conference finals. You can't go so far in the playoffs. Like they put a label on this guy, like he can't go. He only can go so far. And to your point, he don't play. You gotta make him play players because he'll run you down in the ground. But as a player, do you like if you a starter? Do you like that you getting all the playing time, or can you recognize it as a player like, nah, this ain't good. We need to play more guys.
That's a great question, man. Of course, everybody want to play. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, want to get the most minutes and things of that nature. But I feel like having that rotation, man, just being deep enough to have that rotation, I feel like it won't do nothing but just benefit you and the team. Like for yourself, you can get that rest that you need and stuff like that. And like I said, for the team aspect as well, just being able to have a whole, you know what I'm saying, 8, 9, 10-man rotation. Like I don't think nobody could keep up with that. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, I think the starters love it because all the incentives in their contract, they probably can get all the incentives. They can get all of that. But it's probably not good team wise.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
So I know them starters was like, yo, man, now you messing with my money. Somebody else gonna come in, gonna shave my minutes. I can't get my incentives. I can't get my bonuses. None of
that. Yeah.
Mike Brown, he got fired from the Kings after 13-18 start. I remember he won Coach of the Year. Sacramento looked like they was on an upswing, and then it just went downhill. Like, what do you think happened in Sacramento? Because they were just great just a minute ago.
That's a great question, and I kind of wasn't really like tuned in with Sacramento. I kind of really like I didn't really mess with them for real because I was a Golden State fan. So just what I'm saying, them firing him and after the great season that they had, I don't know. It was definitely kind of a shocker for real, for real. It was definitely kind of a shocker.
It don't seem too much. It don't seem like it's too much loyalty when it comes to coaches
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
definitely
Like
a players' league. It's a players' league for sure. It's a players'
you
league.
can win. You can win Coach of the Year, and if you get off the bad start the next year, they get rid of you.
It's a players' league for sure.
It's crazy.
Sure. Yeah, and then I know this is kind of off topic, but it's a little different. Like with European basketball, like the Euro League, for example, it's a coaches' league over there. Like the coaches like have all the power and things of that nature, like how the players do. So it's just kind of interesting to see those two different dynamics and stuff like that. So.
That is interesting, and that's great that you brought that up because I never knew that. I never knew that like overseas, it's more about the coaches.
Yep, for sure.
Because a lot of players still say they make a lot of money even overseas, but even still, the coaches still it's still a coaches league even though they're making a lot of money.
Yes, it's definitely a coaches league. Like a lot of coaches, that you will move your work your way up and get into better situations based off like if you played for a certain coach and if you excelled under that coach as well. Because a lot of them are like really like hard nosed and things like that. So if you excel under a well-known coach, a Hall of Fame coach over there, then yeah.
Wow, that's very interesting. Lewis Shine said, I don't know what's going on in the NBA. Bulls trade Lonzo. I don't know why he keep bringing up Lonzo. Like, he's been injured, bro. Like,
I like him. I like him going to Cleveland. I like that move.
Yeah, and I'm happy for him, but I'm not mad that the Bulls got rid of him. Like, yo, he been injured. Like, I'm okay with it, but Lewis been on this Lonzo thing for the last couple of weeks, man. Like, he's really mad about this, and I don't understand it, man. That's interesting. A couple of more moves I want to get your opinions on. Then we're gonna talk about you and your whole career plan. Even though it's a little old, KD to the Rockets. What was your initial thoughts when you seen that?
KD to the Rockets. I like that move. And I like how they got Dorian Finney as well. I feel like him meshing with the young guys that they got there, him being, you know what I'm saying, seasoned in the NBA. Everybody know what KD is gonna bring. So I feel like they're gonna still be like a top 3 team for real. Top 3, top 2 team.
Yeah, they was top 2 last year. I mean, so barring injury, they should be at least top 2 again.
Yeah, for sure.
Lewis Shine says OKC going back to back. What you got anything to say about that?
I don't think they will. They're definitely gonna contend, but I don't think they're gonna go back.
Do you got anybody taking them down? Do you got somebody taking them down right now? Just
that's a great question, man. Like I said, I'm liking Denver, and who I also meant to mention as well, I like Dallas too, because they just got D'Lo. So I like that. I like that move too.
Yeah, they did. That is a good move, especially with Kyrie being hurt. He can just, slide in. But let me ask you about this too. This is and the reason why, because we just had the draft. Cooper Flag was the number 1 pick, but it looks a little suspect, man. The Lakers got Luka, then all of a sudden Dallas got the number 1 overall pick. It seemed like it was a backhanded deal. Like, yo, Lakers need a superstar. Luka, you go over here, then we're gonna give y'all the number 1 pick on the back end. Like, is there any truth to that? Like, do you think it's possible that it was rigged a little bit?
Probably, man. Probably. I don't know for sure. You know, I had all the rigged talks and things of that nature go around, but you just never 100% know. It probably was a little rigged because everybody was on Nico's tail about, you know what I'm saying, letting Luka go. So he probably knew what he was doing the whole time.
Yeah, because what franchise trade an international star, young guy in his prime? I mean, he had a couple of beers in the playoffs. He used the videos going around him drinking beers and all this type of stuff. But like, what? I mean, I ain't never seen nobody trade a dude in his prime or Luka.
A guy like Luka, like, yeah, for sure.
International superstar.
Yeah.
And you give him up, and he's young.
Right. Yeah.
For an injury-prone guy who's great when he plays. He's great when he plays, but he's injury-prone. So
for sure.
I don't know, man. We got Zero checking in. Peace and peace, Alan Powell. Appreciate y'all checking in. Couple of more moves I want to get your opinion on. You mentioned the Michael Porter Jr. Cam Johnson move. You said you like that move. What's the thing that you like about it the most?
I love Cam Johnson, man. Cam Johnson, he's just like a all-around player. I feel like he's gonna bring, you know what I'm saying, what Denver needs. And then they also got what's his name? Mike, I believe. Mike Brown, I believe. Not
Bruce
Mike Brown.
Brown. Bruce Brown.
They
brought him back.
They got him back. Bruce Brown.
Yes.
So I don't know. That's he's familiar with that system. He's familiar. Granted that they don't have their head coach anymore, but he knows what everybody does. He's familiar with Jokic. So I don't know. I just really like that move.
And I was looking at the numbers. They average pretty much the same points, but we also got to take into account like Cam Johnson played for Brooklyn. Like it's not like he was getting shots.
Yeah.
He's not going to get the same shots with Denver, but you know, if you want to go by averages, they averaged about the same. And Cam Johnson can shoot just as well as Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to save them some money.
Me too.
And then we seen some issues happening with Michael Porter Jr. in the playoffs last year, man, where he was hit or miss. They talking about he wasn't engaged in huddles. And so it seemed like it was some stuff going on internally. That's another reason why he probably would have got traded.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying that.
Lewis Shine says, where you all think Westbrook is going? That's a good question because
that is a question.
Nobody's saying he's going back to Denver. So I've heard a lot of people saying he might try to get closer to the West Coast, his home, and all of that type of stuff. But he still got some game, man.
He definitely does. I don't know where I could see him at, but he can go somewhere, man. He goes somewhere. I seen something where they were talking about him in Indiana, and I'm not really mad at that move for real. I'm not really mad at that.
Yeah. Everybody that's checking in, y'all make sure Go James Kingdom says subscribe to my channel. Y'all go to my channel. If you're not subscribed, everybody go subscribe for me right now. Get these numbers up. Stay locked into the Allen Powell Show. We come every Wednesday talking the latest in sports. We got Professional Hoops Association guard Bryson Jenkins in the building talking some basketball with us. Couple more moves. Miles Turner to the Bucks. They waived Damian Lillard to bring on Miles Turner for $100 and some million for 4 years. To me, Miles Turner is not that guy for $100 million. If you're gonna waive Damian Lillard, I know he's gonna be hurt with the Achilles, but come on, man. Somebody make me believe like this is the move the Bucks needed, because this is not moving the needle for me, bro.
It's not for me either. It's really not. I mean, he got his money, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like that didn't do anything. I really feel like that they needed a point guard. Since Dame is gone, Kevin Porter, he's not a point guard. He's a two guard. He's probably gonna be running a one for him, but I really feel like that they needed a point guard.
They could have used D'Angelo Russell. Like, what are we doing?
I agree. I don't know.
Mean, you got rid of Brook Lopez and you bring in Miles Turner. You trying to tell me Miles Turner that much better than Brook Lopez? I don't think so. Think so.
Right. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't know. They definitely needed a D-Lo or something.
They saying like Miles and Giannis been talking about playing together. First of all, why is Giannis talking to Miles Turner about playing together? It ain't like this ain't no supers like all people like, yeah, Miles, we should play together. And Miles like, you know what? Yeah, I think that'll be like, what are we doing? What?
Yeah, I don't know. That's an iffy one.
And they talking about Giannis is considering leaving and all of this stuff. Like this is some weird stuff going on, man. Like I feel like maybe we can be some GMs or something, because there's a lot of strange stuff going on, man. I'm not understanding this, and I don't know. I don't understand. Lewis Shine says Giannis out of there. The question is how did Indiana let Miles go? Easy. What you mean? How he let him go?
I really feel like it. I don't know. I feel like he should have stayed, man.
He could have stayed, but listen, I didn't want to pay. If I'm the Indiana, I don't want to pay you $100 million, and I know Halliburton probably gone for the season. So listen, if you want to come back, you know what I'm saying, you got the most tenured player on the team. We're gonna bring you back, but 2-3 year deal. You know, I'm not paying you $100 million though. I can't do it. Yeah. You're not worth $100 million. Thank you for your services, and go get your money in Milwaukee.
He definitely got that money. He
got the bag.
He did.
I ain't mad at him at all. Lewis Shine says he helped them get to the finals. Thank you. And I thank you. Thank you for your services. It's a job, brother. You know what I'm saying? You did your job. You helped us get to the finals. You know, but I'm not paying you $100 million. Lewis, you paying him $100 million? You answer that question since you believe in Miles Turner. You gonna pay him $100 million? That's the question I want to know.
Yeah, Indiana was definitely not trying to do that. They was not trying to do that.
How you feel about them waiving Damian Lillard? Like, first of all, I didn't even know that they can. This seems like that old move they used to do. What was the term they called it when they the amnesty rule? You remember the amnesty? The amnesty rule?
I believe so, yeah.
They waived Damian Lillard, and now they can spread his $113 million contract over 5 years to pay him 22. So he had, like, I think, 2 years left on the deal or something for $113 million. So you mean to tell me they can just cut his salary just like that when you injure? I thought NBA money was guaranteed. Now I know the overall guarantee is going to come to him, but I thought like the yearly salary was guaranteed too.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Them waiving Dame, that was kind of like surprising to me. Yeah, I know he got hurt and like they really kind of didn't do much, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
while Dame was there. But I feel like, I don't know, he gave them a lot. Like he's coming back from the blood clot stuff, you know what I'm saying, playing on a calf strain, popping his Achilles and stuff like that. I would have thought they had like a little bit more grace for him, but you know, it's a business, so.
It's definitely a business, man. Do you see any destination for Dame? What do you think he might go?
That's a great question. Where can I see Dame? Where can I see Dame?
I heard a couple of rumblings. I heard some lists by a couple of other cats. You know, they said Portland.
Yeah,
back to Portland.
I heard that. And I'm really kind of not mad at that, but I know he probably still wants to contend. Like they're not a contending team at the moment. So I feel like he would want to go somewhere where he could try to win.
Right.
But I'm not mad at Portland though. I'm not mad at Portland.
But I think you're right. He want to contend. So I heard Golden State. I heard Minnesota.
Okay. I'm not mad at the Golden State one. Minnesota, yeah. I don't know.
I think if he go to Golden State, he can relax and kind of chill. But if he go to Minnesota, if he come back, like I think he's going to be looked to really produce. Like Mike Conley is really old, and so I think
those expectations will be a lot higher. Because if he was to go to Golden State, you know, he got Steph by his side, Drake. Right. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy, if they're able to keep him, but it's a lot of expectation going into Minnesota.
Absolutely. Once again, everybody that's tuned in, make sure y'all go subscribe to the channel. Y'all share this live, share the live. Y'all people can see it. We comment. We're gonna show the comments and all that good stuff. Go James Kingdom said go subscribe right now. Lewis Shine says Golden State, that would be Splash Bros City.
Yep.
Back to Splash Bros back again. The question is, when is he going to be able to come back too? Because that Achilles is going to take some time.
It will. And then once he comes back, we know he's not going to be Damian Lillard that we know. It's still going to take him some time, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To get to that, which he definitely can do, but it's just going to take time. So,
one team I don't want to see him go to is the Lakers. I don't want to see that. I'm a little scared. Yeah, I'm not a Laker fan. I'm not a LeBron fan. I don't want to see the Lakers, LeBron sniff a championship or anything. Yes, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that smoke.
That's funny that you see that. That you say that. A lot of my homies, they probably tuned into this now, but a lot of my homies, they love the Lakers, and they would love for Dan to go there. So that's funny that you say that.
I think they can get him for the cheap because he's going to get his money, and he's coming off an injury, so I don't think he's going to command a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely not. It's not impossible. It could definitely happen.
Last move I want to talk to you about: Jordan Clarkson to the Knicks. What do you think about that move? Because I think, like, with all these injuries going on, I think the Knicks are prime if to make a deep run. Like, man, they got the team already together, and you add a scorer like Jordan Clarkson, that does nothing but help.
For sure, I like the move as well. I really thought he was like locked in with Utah. I really didn't see this coming, but like you said, this is a great move. The scoring that he brings. I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah, you know what I think is going to happen, which is going to make me mad.
What's up?
Mike Brown's going to come in. They just added Jordan Clarkson. The East this week, Halliburton, torn Achilles. The East this week.
You think
they're going to mess around and go? They're going to go to the finals, and then he's going to look like a great coach again. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And then they're going to be like, oh, Mike Brown to come save the day. Man, get out of here. Oh, man, Mike Brown is trash to me, bro. Like, he's okay, but he ain't never did nothing great. I mean, he a 4-time champ as an assistant. He did win Coach of the Year in Sacramento. I'll give him credit for that. But he's never been consistent to me. You know, he took the Cleveland team to the finals, but he had LeBron. I attribute that more to LeBron than him. You know what I'm saying? So he's never been great.
Because New York is still there, definitely. If you really look at it on paper, or just like, I don't know, they look like a number one team in the East though. But I honestly feel like the East isn't like as terrible like as everybody thinks it is. Like,
so who's the good teams to you in the East?
I like what Atlanta did. I like the Atlanta move with Kristaps. I like the Magic with Desmond Bane.
I like the Magic. I agree.
I like the Magic with Desmond Bane. And then I like I said, the Lonzo move with him going to Cleveland. I like that move a lot. So I don't know. And then we still got to really, I know we can't really count out Philly right now. Like, I know that they are unhealthy, but if Paul George and B, if they could play and be healthy, I don't know. I feel like they could really make some noise.
That's a lot of ifs going on right there.
Yeah, it is a lot of ifs for sure. It is a lot of ifs.
A lot of ifs going on, man. But I agree with you. On paper, if they stay healthy, they can be the clear-cut number one seed coming out. But who knows? Yeah, but then when you talk about Cleveland, you like they moves. But it's rumblings talking about, you know, they don't want to be in a luxury tax, so they talking about the only untouchables is Mitchell and Mobley. So they talking like Allen and Garland might be on the block.
Yep. I seen that.
Well, we see what Boston did.
That's tough. Yep. They got rid of Drew.
Yeah.
Got rid of Drew. Brought in Anthony Simons. I like that too.
Yes.
But yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. We just some things we got to see.
You know what's funny about the Boston stuff?
What's up?
The owner, the new owner, he bought so the old owner signed all the players after they won the championship. He signed all the players, then sold the team, and then left the new owner with the luxury tax bill. You know what the new owner said? Oh no, I'm not about to come in and the deficit. Y'all not about to give me like that. Yo, Drew Holiday, you got to go, bro. Kristaps, get him out of here. Yeah, I'm not coming into a deficit. I just bought this team, and then I got a luxury tax, the second apron. No. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
He definitely made some moves for sure.
The owner did that on purpose. Like, I'm going to sign y'all because I know I'm about to sell this team, so it ain't going to be on me anyway.
He thought he was slick.
Yeah, man. So that's NBA free agency, man. Hopefully we see some more moves, man. There's still some players out there. We got Jonathan Kuminga. We don't know what's going to happen with him.
Yep.
You know what's going to happen with Golden State. So still some more players, and I look forward to seeing that. But you know what? Let's get to you and what you got going on and who you are as a basketball player. Before this show, I was just watching a highlight tape of you. I think you were just hot for three, like you was just going crazy. As I was watching the highlights, I was like, oh, my man is getting it in right now, you know. So that was dope. So I was watching that, man, and so I've been having guests on as we get ready for the Professional Hoops Association league coming up. Debuting players, giving the people a little bit about who they're going to see, some little information about the players and what to expect. So, but just to get started, man, I want to go back to when you first started playing basketball. At what age did you even start playing basketball?
I started playing at 10 years old. So beforehand, like I was trying out a bunch of different sports, tried out football. I actually did martial arts as well. I did a whole bunch of stuff, man. But at 10 years old, I tried out basketball, and I fell in love with it.
You mentioned martial arts. That for some reason that just stuck out to me. I said I need to know about the martial arts. Like tell me, you got some stories. Like, are you still with it, or was it something that happened that's like, no, you know what, this ain't for me. I can't. This ain't.
Nah, yeah. So like my older brother, he actually did Taekwondo, and as a kid, like I looked up to my older brother. I still do to this day. He's my role model. So I wanted to do everything that he did. So him doing Taekwondo, I wanted to do it too, but it just wasn't for me. It just was not for me. I couldn't really get like all the little kicks and stances down and things of that nature. So I don't know. It just wasn't for me.
Zero said, what kind of martial arts? Was it the Taekwondo that you was in?
Yep, it was Taekwondo. Yep.
Taekwondo. Okay. Did you ever get hit like real bad and like, you know what?
By my brother? But like not sparring or anything with anybody, but by my brother like at home or something, yeah, he definitely he was actually like real good at it. So he made me realize like, there's levels to everything. So he made me realize there's levels to this Taekwondo stuff. So
was he trying out some of his moves on you as well? Because I remember at me, like I had little brothers. I would see moves on WWE, and I would go and do it on my brother. And like, yo, yep. I didn't know it was fake at the time, so I was actually like razor edge my brother in the lawn and stuff. Like, oh snap, I probably wasn't supposed to do that. But was he trying out moves on you?
That was definitely it. Yep, put him in headlocks, all type of stuff, man. I don't know.
Hey man, little brothers get it bad, man.
We
so
do.
You know,
we do. I got a little brother myself, so I get him the same treatment.
So what you be doing to your little brother? That's the question.
Man, I be trying to roughen him up. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping him in the line. He thinks he's 16 now, so he's getting a little taller. He think he could, you know what I'm saying, try to roughen me up. So I got to put him in his place from time to time.
Do you play ball with him, and do you try maybe some new moves you want to try? Do you try it on little brother, see if it work, anything like that?
Nah, he's not really into basketball for real. Okay. I wish I could, but he's not really into basketball for real. So
speaking back to the basketball, when did you know, oh snap, I got some game? I'm giving people this workout here. Like at what age or what grade did you know, like, yo, I got something?
That's a great question, man. So it really started out like early as I first started playing. Because growing up, I was always bigger than everybody. Like if you would have seen me as a kid, you would think I'd be like 6'5" right now. So I was always bigger than everybody, and I was always pretty good. So during that time, I knew I was okay at basketball, and I never wanted to let it go. So that was the only really real reason that like kept me going for real.
Okay. Yeah. Once again, this is Professional Hoops Association guard Bryson Jenkins. The league is coming up July 18th and 19th, a Friday and Saturday. Hammond, Indiana. They're going to be debuting teams. He will be in the building, showcasing his talents.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, who influenced your game? Coming up?
So the person that got me into basketball was actually Carmelo Anthony. So I used to love Carmelo. I used to try to do every single thing that he did, wear my shoes the way he did, wear the headband, wear arm sleeves. I used to try to do everything Carmelo did.
Nice. Yeah, Carmelo Anthony. And then who is your favorite player to watch now?
My favorite player to watch now? Honestly, man, I love everybody, man. I like to try to tune in to everybody, see what I could kind of nitpick from everybody. But if it's one specific player that I had to choose, a lot of people probably won't know him. But it's a guy named Cal Guy. He's actually from Indiana.
Okay.
Cal Guy. He played for Virginia. He played overseas for a little bit, but I just love his game. I love the way how he shoots the ball, attacks the basket, and things of that nature. He's real aggressive. So I watch him a lot. He's retired now, but I still just watch a lot of his highlights.
Nice. You talked about Carmelo Anthony influencing your game. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of talk about this 1v1. We saw the Michael Beasley, Lance Stevenson. It was actually a 1v1 in Gary recently.
Yep.
I wish I was in the building. Next year I'm coming. Next year I'm coming. But it's been a lot of chatter about the 1v1. Melo talk. He's like, man, I got scrutinized for this is exactly what I do.
That's what he did. Yeah, that's what he did. Yep.
Looking, who would you can Michael Beasley or can Michael Beasley, you think, can he give Melo some run?
I mean, it'll be I don't think so. Melo, that's what he does, and granted, that's what Michael Beasley does too. But like I said earlier, it's just levels to a whole bunch of stuff. Like I feel like Michael Beasley is probably one notch below Carmelo. Like that's just Melo, man. That's just what he does. So yeah.
And then it was rumblings after Beasley beat Lance Stevenson, Joe Johnson came into the picture. ISO Joe, that's another guy.
I seen that.
See,
I feel like him and Melo are on the same tier of scoring.
Okay.
Melo and Joe Johnson. And then Michael Beasley is one notch below them.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, Michael Beasley was a beast, but he didn't make it for whatever reason. I think he had a lot of mental health stuff going on, and he just couldn't find his way. But they say he's everybody's favorite player. So I look forward to seeing it. Going back to you, bro. I got a lot of people from GOAT James Kingdom on this live. You seen we've been shouting them out a lot. A lot of people tune in for this show and they like to debate the GOAT debate. And they got a whole platform dedicated to LeBron James being a GOAT. So I have to ask this question: who is your GOAT? And then give me your top 5 of all time.
Okay, so the GOAT. You ain't gonna like my answer, but it is LeBron, man. LeBron is the greatest of all time. He's definitely the greatest of all time.
I ain't mad at it.
My top 5, I'm gonna go. So these 3 are in order, but the rest of the 2, it's no really particular order. But LeBron is first.
Okay.
Mike second.
Okay.
Cole third.
Yep.
You probably have to go Kareem.
Okay.
And I say Magic. I'll say Magic.
That's a pretty good 5, bro. You can't argue with that. Like, a lot of people got those people in their top 5, at least top 10. So you won't get a lot of arguments from a lot of people. You get an argument from me as far as the GOAT, but besides that, it's a good list. It's a pretty good list.
Who's the GOAT for you?
Oh, it's Jordan. I'm a Jordan guy all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Chicago fan. I grew up on the Jordan era, all of that stuff. I'm Team Jordan all day, and that's why I don't want LeBron or the Lakers to sniff anything. I want him to lose for the rest of his career. I don't want him to go to the playoffs. I sleep well when LeBron loses. I get better sleep at night when LeBron loses. It's a beautiful night when LeBron loses. I love it.
I feel that.
Another question I'd like to ask, getting back to your game, when Bryson Jenkins is getting ready for the game, what music he got to put on to get him ready?
Great question, man. So it just really depends on how I'm feeling within that day. More times than not, I don't really like to listen to like a lot of like stuff that'll make me too turned up, I guess, but I will, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. So like my all-time favorite artist is G Herbo. So I'm either listening to G Herbo. If not that, then I'm listening to some R&B, some chill. I listen to a lot of stuff that a lot of people wouldn't think I listen to. So
bring it. Hey, listen, I love music myself, so I'm definitely intrigued by the playlist, whether it's country, gospel, R&B, jazz. What's in the playlist?
I got a bunch of R&B. I like to listen to like a lot of instrumentals as well. Like kind of like, I don't know if you ever heard of this guy, but his name is Flawed Mangoes, and he has like a lot of soothing just instrumentals and stuff like that. So I like to listen to a lot of that. A lot of soothing jazz, R&B, like I said. So yeah. That's really what's in my playlist.
Very interesting. Jazz came up a couple times. Like, it keep it mellow. It keep you, not wanting to do too much. I thought I would hear more turned up, like, and I've heard a couple, but I thought it would be more. But I also understand the mellow jazz feel as well.
Yeah, you just want to have a level head going into the game, because I done definitely had some times where I went into the game, I'm too excited. And then it just looked like I got all the jitters in the world. So you just want to have a smooth, level head going into the game, for real.
Nice. Once again, Professional Hoops Association guard Bryson Jenkins in the building. July 18th, 19th. Catch him in the Rittenmeyer Center in Hammond, Indiana. Professional Hoops Association debuting 4 teams. It's going to be great. I will be in the building. Louis Shine says, let's do a GOAT ranking, including players who have the most first team, all defense awards. Basketball is a two-way sport. He did says, does defense factor into the ranking? I would say yes. What you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I definitely think so. That defense is definitely a major aspect of the game. So I definitely think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why another reason why Jordan to GOAT, 9 all defensive first teams, But I digress. You know what I'm saying? I digress. LeBron's a great defender. He can guard multiple defenders. But the good and the bad about LeBron is he's been great. We've seen him in his prime be great, but as he get older, he's turning a little turnstile every once in a while. He's not as great as he once was on the defensive end.
No, that's a fact. But I mean, that's just what comes with age, though. So you can't really I don't know. You can't really fault that for real, because age is inevitable. So I mean,
yes, but he's also still receiving accolades for still being able to play at a high level because of his age.
Yep, he is. Because I mean, we never seen this before, though. That's the only reason why.
Yes,
we ain't never seen this before. So it's a double-edged sword.
Absolutely. what should fans expect from Bryson Jenkins at the Professional Hoops Association, the debut? What should the fans look forward to seeing, just in general and from you on the court?
Feel like people should just expect to see, for me to, like, you know what I'm saying, play hard, expect some high level competition coming in for the PH as a whole. Like, it's a lot of great players that's coming in. But for me, like I said, just for me playing hard, you know what I'm saying, I don't even want to say like scoring and things of that nature. I want to try to bring everything, rebounding, playing hard, defense, everything. So just expect a little bit of everything.
Is it going to be hard playing with these different players that's coming in? Because I don't know if you ever play with the players that's going to be coming, but if you haven't, do you think it's going to be hard trying to build, camaraderie or a feel for everybody?
I don't think so, for real, because like we all like have that basketball knowledge, that basketball feel, that basketball sense. It's not like you going in and just playing, you know what I'm saying, pick up ball at the wide something. So I feel like we'll all be able to adjust accordingly and do what we can just to, you know what I'm saying, play together. So
right on. That's good stuff. This show is brought to you by Skippy's Crazy Aid. You can get it in multiple locations in Gary, Indiana, South Lake Street. Also in East Chicago, East Columbus Drive, Ray's Caribbean Jerk, and Chicagoland Popcorn in Gary, Indiana. Make sure y'all support them. They support this show. And go get that lemonade. It's fire. I've had it myself multiple times. And once again, Professional Hoops Association guard Bryson Jenkins is in the building. The league is coming up once again, July 18th and 19th in Hammond, Indiana. Is coming up soon. And we're going to be in the building. Before I get up out of here, first of all, I want to appreciate you jumping on, having some fun with me, talking some sports, man. It was a pleasure getting to know you and talking some sports with you, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me, man. It's been a good time.
Before I leave, I always like to give a scripture of the day. Maybe it's something I went to church and heard, or I read something in my Bible. And today's scripture is Psalms 34:8. Pretty simple. It says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him. And so when I thought about this scripture, it says, taste and see that the Lord is good. And I just bring it back to food. Like a lot of times you will taste something just to see if it's good. And then if you like it, you keep eating it. And so it's like God is inviting you to taste and see, like, yo, you done tried it your way all your life. If it's not working out for you, even if it is working out for you, he's still coming to say, taste and see that I am good for you. And then he says, blessed is the one who takes refuge in him. And then I had to look up the word refuge. And when I looked it up, it talked about shelter and protection. So he's saying you are blessed when you take shelter and protection in him. Don't try to figure out this whole world by yourself, man. Like this life is tough.
For sure. It definitely is.
And so he's saying you are blessed when you take refuge in me, take refuge in my shelter and protection. So I encourage you, if you're going through, if you're good, still taste and see that the Lord is good. So that's the scripture of the day. Hopefully it encouraged me. Hopefully it'll do something for you. Once again, Bryson Jenkins, thank you again, my brother. I look forward to seeing you July 18th and 19th. I'm going to be doing a color commentary, so you make sure you give me something to talk about, my brother.
I got you, man. I got you. I definitely appreciate you.
That's what's up. So other than that, we about to get up out of here. Thank everybody for tuning in. If you are not subscribed to the Allen Powell Show, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all go tell y'all people to subscribe as well. Let's get these numbers up. And if you know anybody that got a business and want to promote it on this show, tell them to message me. We can make that happen. They can sponsor a show, promote their business. You can also send stars on Facebook. Once again, subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us. We on Facebook, IGN, TikTok. We got merch. I got the Allen Powell's tank. I got golf polos, shirts. I know them young people like to wear hoodies in 90-degree weather. We got those on deck. So if you want to support the Allen Powell's and you want some merch, message me. You can purchase your own Allen Powell's merch. Once again, thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you, my brother. We'll see y'all next week.
We lock and load, Allen Powell's. It's the Allen Powell's Show.